Hi everybody and welcome to In My Mug, episode 134 on Monday the 6th of June 2011. My name is Steve Layton and today you find me on location at the World Barista Championships, which are being held in Bogota in Colombia. Then I kind of have to excuse the voice this week. Kind of partied a bit hard last night and feeling a little bit croaky, which should make this tasting all the more interesting. So thank you very much for joining me again. What is the World Barista Championships? Well, World Barista Championships are held every year to find the best barista from all around the world. They have international competitors. I think there were 52 competitors this year, or 54 maybe, which has been amazing. They look, very skilled professionals getting up on stage doing a 15-minute performance where they'll do 4 espressos, 4 cappuccinos, and then what they call 4 signature drinks, which are an expression of what they think of coffee. The only rules are they're not allowed to use alcohol, and they have to use an espresso in the beverage. But it's a very popular competition, hence the reason I've gotten an aeroplane and come all the way over to Colombia to be involved with it. We had lots of people using our coffee. Monica Palova, who works in Ireland but is from Slovakia, and she competed and I was her coach, helping her set up her trolleys and do all of those things. But we also had, right, let me go through this. We had Ireland, Vicky Fitzhenry, who was using a blend of Machikamaka and of Ethiopian Agua. We had, I'm rubbish at this stuff, El Salvador. We had, Alejandro Mendez, using La Lujon washed and natural. We had, my memory is awful at this stuff. We had from Holland, using Machikamaka in his cappuccinos. We had, oh geez, who else did we have? I'm rubbish at this stuff. Thinking on the spot is not my thing today at all. Who else did we have? Come on, Steve. Oh, Turkey. Turkey was awesome. He bought the coffee off the website and competed with coffee that he'd bought off the website. And I know I'm missing somebody really important, and I'm going to have to move on because I'm just going to end up waffling otherwise. So, I'm currently on the Navonu Simonelli stand, who are the WBC sponsors, and Cosimo's very kindly let me use this space for a while. The guys are awesome and we love Simonelli, so it's very kind of them to let us get up here and do this. So anyway, coffee, because that's what you've tuned in to listen to. So the coffee I'm going to be using today is a very old favourite. People who've known Has-Been for a few years will know this coffee very well. It's called Brazil Fazenda Cacheoria, the Grama. It's grown in the Minas Gerais area of Brazil. Grown is around about 1100 metres to 1200 metres. It's 100% yellow bourbon. The processing is a pulp natural, one of the first pulp naturals I ever came across, and a story behind this coffee, because the first time I ever cupped this coffee, it was a moment where I stopped and started to understand what specialty coffee could be, and it blew my mind. I was amazed at how delicious and amazing it was. It's not necessarily the best coffee in the world, but for me it's a really good way of understanding what great coffee can be, and that was what it was for me at the time. I remember stopping in my tracks and just going, wow. And it made us reevaluate the whole business that we set up when we started Has-Been. So it's a really special coffee to me. It's grown by Gabriel Carvalho Diaz. He owns the farm. He doesn't have so much involvement anymore as he's moved to Canada and with his family, because he's got children that were going to school there. But he's still a very important part of that farm and has laid all of the foundations for this great coffee. So, yellow bourbon from Minas Gerais area, near to Pocas de Caldas, which is a large city. And yeah, what else do you want to know? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to whap you on pause. Monica, who's just joined me, is very kindly going to be my barista for today. I'm going to make me some delicious coffee. And I have David Walsh from Marco, who's very kindly going to be brewing it up for me on the brew bar over there. So yeah, 2 national champions brewing up my coffee for me today. So I shall be back in just a moment. Right, so I'm back, and Dave and Monica have very kindly made me my drinks. So I'm going to start with the espresso while it's still warm. Thank you, Monica. So I've actually just been smelling the brewed coffee as well, and the brewed coffee smells just like this espresso. You've got the sweetness, you've got a nuttiness coming off it, and it just smells delicious. And it just reminds me why I love this coffee so much, because Monica had like 250 grams to dial in. Well, no, you took 60 grams, Dave.
Yeah.
So she had 190 grams to dial it in, and it's fine. It forgives. It allows you to not be bang on. You know, it allows you not to be in that exact zone, and it's still tasty. So that's wonderful. Thank you for this, Dave. Much appreciated. So the In My Mug this week is Navonu Simonelli. A little bit of a plug for them because they let me do it here. Another plug for them, and another plug. The Navonu Simonelli guys rock. They make the WBC what it is for me, and they're top guys, so they're very kind of them to let me come on and do this. So again, like the espresso, it's round, it's complete, it's sweet, it's got a balance to it, the nuttiness is there, it's a bit like a chocolate bar that's got nuts in it, it really has that kind of sweet, but then you get the toffee, there's a little bit of a toffee back end to it, and it's just a great forgiving cup. Dave was saying that it was running over, and it was like, that was good, yeah, that's how it should be, it was in the park. So anyway, I'm going to stop because my voice is going to go at any moment. Thank you very much for joining me as always, and remember, life is too short for bad coffee.